Hey guys, what's up? As you guys already know, I'm pretty sure you guys know what you came here for. It's Art Stream Day. Yeah. So, what we're gonna do today, sorry, what we're gonna do today, we're gonna turn a traditional artwork into a digital artwork on Clip Studio Paint. That's the program that I'm gonna be using for drawing with you guys. A little bit of context before we get started. The artwork that in question that I am going to be turning digital is an artwork that I did during an art challenge that I set myself upon on December. On December, I decided to challenge myself and draw every single day for 30 days straight. 31 days to be honest, because it was December, so it was for 31 days. And after I did the challenge, I got one of the artworks that I loved so much to the point where I said, you know what? I gotta turn this into a digital artwork. And so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be turning that same artwork into a digital artwork. You guys are about to see. Uh for those of you who need to know what type of artwork it's gonna be, it's a character of mine. It's my Final Fantasy character, my Final Fantasy 14 character, that being Felice Era, who is going to be turned into a digital artwork. So I will also this will also be made into a YouTube video for all of you to enjoy at home. I'm going to be doing the time lapse in the video, and here you guys are going to be enjoying the whole process of the artwork itself. But what about you guys? Before we get started, how was your day? I'm always asking how was your day, because can't be the only one here to tell you guys how my day has been, when I want to hear from you guys too. So yeah. So a bit of so what happened was, on I think it was on December, I saw those PewDiePie videos. You guys know the ones, right? The one where he decided to draw every single day for an entire year. I saw all of those videos and I said, you know what? This is inspiring. This is inspiring as fuck. And then I went ahead and then I saw the comments and all the things that they said about him. Oh, he's a millionaire, therefore I'm bad at art. Oh, he's so privileged. Oh, now I can't do this because of that. And I said to myself, you know what? All of these guys are just making a bunch of excuses and neglect improving on art whatsoever. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna grab one of my artworks that I did for that art challenge, turn it into digital, and keep in mind that challenge at first I did not do the art challenge traditionally, because I was inspired by PewDiePie. I literally did it out of spite, just to prove the haters that you don't have to be a millionaire to be good at art. You don't have to be privileged to be good at art. All you need is a paper, a pencil, and a bit of determination. And also a bit of knowledge on what you're doing wrong in art and stuff. Because a lot of people out there think that just by picking up a pencil and an eraser, they're automatically an art god. But no, it takes a long time to learn, because you need to learn. You need to know shape language. You need to know color theory. You need to learn anatomy, which is the one things people don't want to learn, and then they take shortcuts, and then they ask themselves, why am I so bad at this? Well, The answer is simple. The answer is simple, Jimmy. You're bad at art because you took shortcuts. What are you doing? God dang it. Oh my god. But yeah, there is the advice that everybody likes to give, which is, oh, draw every day and then you'll be better at art. Here's the thing about that advice. Yeah, a lot of people use that advice to like kind of like give an easy advice, you know, just so they don't bother you with it anymore. But the truth of the matter is, if you really want to learn how to be good at art, just learn fundamentals. It's really not that hard. Start with something simple like shape language. Then you do something like, you know, play with those shapes. You bend those shapes, you can split those shapes, and then you can move to something like anatomy, you know, drawing every part of the body, every part of the body that you have difficulty drawing. Draw that until you get the hang of it. Which, by the way, in my opinion, a lot of people are struggling with hands when it comes to artwork. Hands are pretty fucking difficult to draw. But you know what's worse than drawing hands? Whatever you guys do, don't tell this to Twitter because they're gonna have an aneurysm. The hardest thing to ever draw is feet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there that like feet, but okay. Here's the thing about feet. The thing about them is that they're so difficult to draw, worse than hands, because with hands, at least you have an idea, you know? And they're really not that hard to draw. Well, yeah, they are at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's second nature at that point. So that is the reason as to why people struggle with drawing hands, even though drawing feet, in my opinion, is worse. But in the case of drawing feet, you barely draw them because most of your characters always have like shoes or boots, like every single time. But when you have to draw a barefoot character, like there's no escape. You gotta draw this character barefoot, and you have to suck it up. You gotta bite the bullet. All right, we're wasting enough time already, and I want to put myself in my little corner over here for all of you. And now we are in the digital world. Yeah. So as you guys can see, we are already here at we're already here at Clip Studio Paint. Let me place myself a little. Actually, wait, I'm in the layer area. Chat, do you guys want to see like the colors I pick or how many layers do I have? Because I don't use as many layers as any other artist. There's artists out there that use hundreds of layers. Not me though. I use just a certain amount of layers. I feel I don't know. You know what? I think I should. I think I'm fine over here in my little corner, so that you guys can choose the colors and everything that I mostly pick for my artworks and stuff. But anyways, time for the art stream to begin. So, first and foremost, I always create a file that is width and height. It's always going to be 3000, and the resolution is 300 because you know you want your artwork to look at its best. Boom, there we go. We got our canvas to work with. So this right here, this is going to be our canvas to work for today. And as for the image that we're going to be working with, let me show you guys what we got. The artwork that we're going to be working with is this one right here. This is the artwork that I did on day 31. You can see it over there. It says day 31. So what we're going to do today is we're going to turn this beautiful cat girl, this beautiful character of mine, traditionally to digitally. Let me adjust it so that there we go. As you can see, she covers most of the canvas already, which is what we're looking for. And of course, there is like settings that you can do in order to adjust the lighting of the artwork so that you can draw on the artwork and all that stuff. But if you want to do it the lazy way, you can always just opacity, the opacity, you can just lower it down and then you start drawing from there. But honestly, yeah, all you need is just your artwork and you start drawing. So right now I have two layers. Right now I have my artwork layer and I have the layer that I'm going to be tracing over. Here's the thing, hot take about tracing. Tracing is not bad as long as the artwork is already yours. Meaning that if you have a traditional artwork and you want to pass it to digital, then it's okay to trace your own artwork because at the end of the day, it's still your own artwork. So there should be no problems in tracing your own artwork. But if it's to trace somebody else's artwork, that's where it gets bad. Because if you trace somebody else's artwork, you can get in a lot of trouble because of that. And if you claim it as yours, it's infinitely worse. Don't do that, ever. The only reason you would trace an artwork to begin with, it's to practice on alone. But never claim the artwork as yours. That's just ridiculous. Anyways, so we got a lot of ways to turn this artwork, this traditional art, into a digital art. There's always the level correction that you can try out. With the level correction, you can make the artwork lighter, you can make the artwork darker. As you can see, the artwork is getting lighter. Not, oh god, that's too light. From RGB all the way to red, etc. So you got your level corrections. You also got your reverse gradient and all that stuff, and your brightness and contrast. Contrast is good because with contrast, you can see that the artwork itself, it's starting to be more pronounced. And with the brightness, it's even better because with the brightness, the contrast, yeah, less contrast means you won't be able to see the artwork that much. But more contrast, it's going to look like this. You don't want this. You don't want your artwork to look like this unless you want to do a horror game or something. Anyways, we're going to have a little bit of contrast around here to accentuate the artwork itself. There we go. That looks brighter. That looks brighter and more clearer. As for brightness, the brightness, I think it's all right at 45. Now you have what seems to be a bit of a traceable artwork. But remember, you don't want to make it like... See, now you can trace it pretty much fine. It doesn't look grayish. It doesn't look bad. And it is the one thing you can... How should I say? It's the one thing you can trace right now. I have these... I have these pens right here. These custom pens. You got your regular pen, which a lot of people use. Wrong layer. You got your regular pen, which a lot of people use. I got one of my favorite, which is the line pen. This is the one that accurately... That's the one that accurately makes lines for me. If you have difficulties, you can always download more... You can always download line arts. Not line arts, but you can always download some brushes in order to make your art easier. So let me just let me turn this into a time lapse. So I'm gonna be recording all of this time lapse. So first of all, let me go back. And now time lapse. For time lapse. Turn the time lapse canvas time lapse recording. That's okay. And now recording everything. So everything that I do right now is recorded in the time lapse. So all of this will be turned into a video. And then once I end the time lapse, it'll turn into a video itself. All right, first we are going to start by tracing the artwork, and any inconsistencies that I find, I can always fix them later on. If you're a little scared of drawing the face, you can always grab a ruler. Never be afraid to grab a ruler. For example, here, right now, I'm gonna draw this. We got a ruler there, but that's the problem is that that was the wrong layer, so we're gonna have to do it again. Now the chin over here is a little off place. We're gonna have to place it here. There we go. Now it's more aligned. And now everything I do in one side, it'll be on the other side. For example, check this out. See? That's how it is when it comes to rulers. Don't be afraid to use them ever. It's okay to use a ruler. Always make sure that it's always also aligned well. It's aligned well here. So now we can continue. For example, here, I can make the chin a little bit. I don't want to make it like that because the thing is, I want to make the chin like so, not too wide and not too short. I want to have my character have that cute face. Well, I want our character to look cute. Now for the eyes, what I like to do mostly is I like to do this. I like to make this shape on the eyes. Right now the brush is too thick. If you find a brush to be too thick, reduce the size and then keep experimenting from there. Until you get the right size. That way you can see what works for you. Right now the brush is still too thick, so I'm gonna reduce it at 5. See if that works. Okay, that works. That's perfect. And then for the eyes, over here, I often go for cat eyes most of the time. We have like this oval like shape. The thing about cat's eyes is that it's always like this type of eye. But if you want your character to also look cute, you can always like make the eyes like, let's say your character is a cat girl and your character has like these wide eyes. Like, she sees something out of this world, something she likes. And then her pupils turn like that. That's cute. Like, eyes like these are pretty cute if you want your character to, like, have a good expression. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm back. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, making your character's eyes cute, especially if you're drawing a cat girl. If you're drawing a cat girl and you want to make the pupils like extremely cute, like this, you can have like the pupils be this big, and then later on in another layer, you can go ahead and you can use this as an example. You can do that. Look at how cute the eyes look. And this is, remember, this doesn't apply to just any category in general. It can apply to any character. But that is if you want to make like the if you want to make something cute, like this, for example. That's already cute. I like this, but unfortunately, you know what? I think we should stay with these types of eyes. But since I want to draw the character completely, like, you know, I want to draw the character with the eyes that she originally has, I'm gonna stick to doing that. So for the cat eyes, I usually like to draw one line, and then I draw another line, and then the other one. See how sharp that is? It's all your eyes will always have to look sharp, but they don't have to look like this all the time. Maybe you can make the eyes a little bigger. For example, like this. Now that doesn't look that bad, to be honest. But it could look better. This may take a few tries though. Not only am I drawing here, but I'm also teaching you guys something at least that you guys can learn if any of you are artists or if any of you want to become artists. So yeah. Okay, there we go. And now for the lashes, we got this over here. Okay, that looks good so far. Any white areas that the paint bucket tool does, you can always like just trace over them like this. This is usually what I do. Even though it can be annoying sometimes, but it's what I do. All right, our eyes are done. Those are some really good looking eyes. But we're not done with the eyes yet. Teddy Mog, welcome to the chat. Also, another thing that I also love to do with my characters is add this part of the eyes. You know, when a character has their eyes closed and their eyes open. Yeah, this is what I like to do with most of my characters sometimes. And then of course we got the eyebrows, but here in the case of the eyebrows, yeah, we can just do this. You can always do these lines, or if you want to go further, you can like trace the line itself. But you have this type of eyebrow. There we go. Now those look good. I really like those eyebrows. Risu, you miss me? Shisui Crossing, thank you for the chat. Welcome to the chat too. We're doing art, as you can see. We're this is our art stream, and as I'm telling you guys, we are not done with the eyes just yet. So right here, so far this is how our eyes are looking. I don't like this little area on the eye. So what we're gonna do, we're not gonna grab the eraser tool. We're gonna grab this part over here and there we go. Now it looks more clean. This area over here looks a little bit more clean. And we can work on the rest now. We're done with the eyes. And we're gonna do the nose now. The nose over here, and it's going this way. But with the nose, since it's perfectly centered, you can always do this. Maybe not too big, Jesus Christ. A small nose at the very least. Or we can always do it the anime way, turn off this area, right? This area that you guys see up here, the snap to special ruler. You can turn that off if you do not want the duplicate to be on the other side. So we can do something like this, for example. So because if you turn on the ruler, it's gonna be on the other side. But if you turn it on, but if you turn it off, I can do this. And as you can see, we have our face. Now we're going for the mouth. This one is this one is subjective, but what I often like to do is this. I like to do this a lot, and then these lines. You know, you want to give your I want to give my character some juicy lips, so that's what we're doing. All right, we got them juicy lips. Of course, it looks like this right now because we don't have the lipstick. But the lipstick is part of the coloring, therefore, we will add it later. So right now, we're just going to place this area right here. And there we go. The lips are done. The juicy lips are done. And now for the other areas that we got to cover, I want to draw the cat ears. Now this one is my favorite part. This is what I love. This is what I love about drawing Kemono Mimi. The ears. You have different types of ears, you know. It's varied. Sometimes there's people that like to draw them like this. Others like to draw them like horns for some reason, you know, like this for some ungodly reason. I like to draw them soft, you know, like this for example. Like how I'm drawing them right now. One side is going to be reflected to the other, so I'm not too worried about that. And then over here, a bit tuft of hair. And then we have our ear. And since our character has an earring, I'm going to draw the earring over here. There we go. There's the earring. If you want to draw the earring kind of like piercing, you can always like draw the lines over here if you want. I don't personally do that. I think they're fine as they are. Drawing the circle here. You can always use the circle tool if you don't feel comfortable. And there we go. We got our earrings and we got the ears on both areas. Why? Because I had the ruler active. Now we're going for the back of the hair, the ponytail area. This area right here. It's the same as the ears, to be honest. There we go. There's a little ponytail. A big ponytail, so. And then got this part of the hair. Unfortunately, you cannot replicate this to the other side. So this is one of those parts where we're going to have to turn off the ruler. But now, we're going to draw the hair. Now for this, I'm going to have to turn this off. I have to turn off the ruler. So as for the hair, I got this little zigzag area. This is the separation of the hair, as you guys can see. And because we have a bit of the ear here, this is where we're gonna have to use the actual ruler, like the real ruler. The ear is over here, but the hair is also obstructing it. Therefore, we're gonna have to erase part of it. And now it's time for the hair. Hair is often extremely difficult to maintain when it comes to drawing. When it comes to drawing, what I usually like to do is do this, where I'm somehow connecting dots in a way. It may not look that wobbly. It may not look that good sometimes, but you know, it's better than just winging it. Or you can always do it fast, but you're gonna risk of it be you're gonna risk the artwork itself not looking good, and you're gonna have to draw the stroke over and over again. So moderate speed at best, I would recommend. Moderate speed, like I did here. And any other leftovers, you can always just erase them manually. Like I'm doing here. And then we're gonna continue with the hair. Okay, I love how the hair is looking so far. The chin over here, we'll have to do to erase part of it. There we go. We got our hair. The hair looks good. I really love the hair. And as for the chin, I feel like the chin is way too thick. So we're gonna have to adjust that. We're gonna have to delete the chin. There we go. Turn this thing back on. There we go. So far, this is how it's looking. Not bad. And now we're doing my favorite part, that being the lines on the face. As you can see over here, what I like to do sometimes is I like to make a duplicate layer, and I like to erase all that I have drawn on said duplicate layer so that I get the ruler back. Basically, I delete all of this in the new layer. There we go. There's nothing now. Because now we're gonna make the lines on the face. I'll be right back. Sorry about that once more. I keep getting interrupted way too much today, and it is extremely annoying. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry if a lot of you were looking forward to this stream and I'm getting interrupted left and right. So, anyways, let's continue. These lines are gonna be the color blue. And as for these excessive lines, we're gonna delete them. We're gonna erase them. Why did the music stop? DJ, I didn't give you permission to. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. DJ, what the hell? You almost make us look bad. Chat's not gonna be able to enjoy music if there isn't any. But anyways, as for the ice here, as you guys can see, it's in its own separate layer, so we didn't have to worry. Now that we deleted that part, we can always merge it with the layer below. Now, we're gonna make parts of the hair. Okay, need to turn that off. We're gonna make parts of the hair over here. Just follow the zigzags. That's pretty much it. Just follow the zigzags. But mostly, instead of doing that, you should be kind of like doing what you're doing on the same area over here. Yeah, this is supposed to be like the root of where the hair is coming out. Let's do the neck. Okay. The neck is a little smaller than the artwork itself, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Then, as you guys can see, the earring was over here. I'm gonna add what we deleted so far. There we go. Now you guys can tell that the earring is literally behind this part of the hair. I always like to add this part to the hair as well. Oh shit, I've got that got in the other side. Ah, mistakes were made. That's okay. We're gonna do the other part of the hair. This is gonna take a few tries, so bear with me, chat. There we go. We did it, chat. Or maybe not. Actually, yeah, it's fine. This is fine. And all of these lines that I have currently, you can always get rid of them. It's no biggie. Now here, when it comes to working with braids is pretty fucking difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But when it comes to braids, you want to make like a pattern that usually goes like this. So then later on you can do, you know, something like this. See how a braid starts to form? It's literally what it is. So you do this. It's like making a DNA symbol, technically. except that you have to add more stuff to it. Braids are really difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So over here we have this part of the braid. This part over here. This is like the part of the hair. You know, when you have like that separation on the hair, that's pretty much what it is. It's like she's moving. It's like she's moving her hair, with her arm here. Now we're going to even more hair. As you guys can see, this hair is over here. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn on the ruler. And as you can see, it's not on the other side, so we're gonna have to do it manually, unfortunately. Gonna take a few tries. That's okay. There we go. That's fine. Now we got the hair. These little areas of the hair. Okay, next area for the hair is this part right here, which again we're gonna have to do manually. But what if we don't have to? Different layer. And then on that different layer, you can just always fix all the mistakes that you did on that one layer and then just merge it with the layer below, which is what I like to do a lot. It's the hair layer that I'm doing. Yeah, this is good. Merge with layer below. There we go. Chat, what do you think? You think we should give her blush when we go to the coloring phase? Or do you guys think that she's okay as she is? I don't think she needs blush. Yeah, she's already looking pretty cute, even without the blush. All right, now we're going for the shoulders. This part is not that hard to do. For shoulders, usually you want to do your circles and stuff. You want to do your circles. And then you want to make another circle so that you can know where to position your shoulders. This is usually how I do my shoulders a lot. Basically, it involves a bigger circle and then you keep going you keep going lower. That's what happens when you're working with shoulders a lot. But since we already have the sketch, all we have to do right now is just just trace it, and that's pretty much it. They're a little difficult to do, I'm not gonna lie. Arms are in general are very difficult to do. The accessory, meaning the bracelet that she got. She's got two bracelets on this arm, and then on the other one she's only got one. And then we make a line. I'm not gonna low key, chat. I found a bunch of catalogs on a lot of games that I would love to play on chat. One of them is gonna be Monster Hunter World. I'm doing all of the preparations that I can to play Monster Hunter World with you guys. Well, for you guys. And then there's another game that I had my eyes on. It's apparently a dating sim. I mean, yeah, it is a dating sim. A dating sim based on those novels on television, those Spanish novels. Telenovelas is what they call them. Yeah, I'm tempted to play that game so badly. I don't know why. I think I know why the neck was a little separated. Yeah, I can see why. I'm gonna have to delete the neck, this part of the neck here. It's a little scuffed. It's a little scuffed, but we can work with this. Just need to make it line up perfectly with the other side. Okay, it's good. And now I have to work on the fingers, but we're gonna work on the shoulders first because we still have to finish that. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If you Yo, Cooties, maybe Doc, welcome. What's up? Also another thing that I forgot to tell you guys when it comes to shoulders. If you want your characters to have like more defined shoulders, if you want their shoulders to look a little bit more muscular, you can always do this. You can always like add an extra line over here. By that I mean you can, instead of doing what I'm doing, which is just shoulder and then go down here, what you can do is you can do something like this. Something like this, and then this part is a little, you know, there we go, or something like that. If you want to make your characters bit have a bit of more muscle. But right now we're just working on our character right here, so I still have to do this. And we're gonna draw her bracelet again. There we go. All right, we did another bracelet. That's good. And we have to keep drawing the rest of the arm because we're gonna move to hands next. The bane of every artist's existence. The hands. The handle. As a lot of people like to say. Nailed it. Nailed it. And then here, for the arm, I feel like I drew the bangle wrong in this area. Oh yeah, I definitely. Oh yeah, I definitely did. Because I was starting to ask myself, why the hell is my hand? Why the hell is the wrist looking kind of weird? And it's because I drew the bangle wrong. That's why. Okay, there we go. And now I draw the bangle. That's how I did it last time. I see. Memorize always how you do the artwork first and you do it traditionally so that you can replicate it digitally. She's looking cute. Oh, yeah, she is. So far, what we got so far. Yeah, she's looking hella cute. And now, it's time, everybody. Time to draw hands. Is it gay to draw? I mean, you literally start drawing body before you draw clothes, especially if you're drawing big stuff superheroes. Um, is it gay to draw? No. Because here's the thing. In order to even learn to draw, you need to learn anatomy. And with anatomy, you have to draw, how should I say? You have to draw naked bodies. Naked bodies, sometimes bodies that have like their skeletons and shit, you know. You have to study anatomy if you want to draw a specific part of the body, how each part of the muscle works and all of that stuff. And no, you're not gay if you draw big buff superheroes. I mean, I want to draw dudes as well. Here's the thing: I have drawn a lot of characters, and I have a philosophy that is that if your female characters look good, your male characters have to look equally as good, if not better. You gotta give to both audiences, you know. Gotta give something for the dudes and the dudettes. Or they then, we don't discriminate. Anyways, for hands, what I usually like to do And this is something that I have learned from a YouTuber by the name of Chomang Drawing. I highly recommend you guys check him out. Um, when it comes to drawing hands, it's like a flow. It's like 1, 2. It's this flow that you guys have to follow when it comes to drawing hands. Always it's 1, 2 every time. For example, here, first time I drew this, I had to draw it like 1, 2, and that was on the sketch alone. By the way, that was before I could. That was before I could do everything. But right now, one, as you guys can see, you can do it backwards. You can do it however you want, as comfortable as it is. 1, 2. Basically, that's how I managed to learn how to draw hands much more efficiently. All thanks to Chomang Drawing. And then at the end, you add an arc. Let's just say you want your character's fingernails to be accentuated, right? You want to make the nails, like feel as if they're, let's just do this for example. There we go. You want your character's nails to be noticeable. Chat, what do you think? You guys think we should give her sharp nails or regular nails? What do you guys suggest we should give her? Chatman, welcome to chat. Regular nails? All right, we'll give her regular nails then. I was thinking to myself, you guys are gonna ask for the sharp ones probably. That she can clean herself. What is wrong with you? My God. Oh you. Oh you. Alright, so for the regular nails, sometimes it has to be like a circle. Well, not a circle, but like an arc. That's too much. So yeah, in the case of nails, it's a little difficult to do sometimes. I'm not that good at drawing nails, so all right, we're just gonna keep drawing the hand, and then we'll make the nails. Well, then again, hands are pretty difficult to draw by themselves, so okay, 1, 2. So it's always a flow when it comes to drawing fingers. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's always that flow that you guys have to follow. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right now, are you drawing with the cursor? No, I'm drawing with a drawing pen. I'm drawing with a tablet right now. As you guys can see, you guys have an idea. Like, if you squint your eyes, you guys are gonna be like, okay. Like, from far away, if you squint your eyes, it kind of looks like an abstract hand. If you squint your eyes a bit. It's just about flow. That's how you draw hands. Like, mostly when it comes to drawing fingers. Remember, the flow is 1, 2. The flow is always like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Or as Chomang likes to say in his video, tour. And then you just draw the arc. And of course, there's 2 lines left, like this one, for example. All right, you guys wanted regular nails, was it? That's too sharp. Yeah, nails are a little hard to draw, so that's why I'm having a bit of issues drawing nails. And we'll paint them later, by the way. We'll paint the nails. You know what? Let's paint them red, why don't we? Red nails. Yeah, red nails would look good in my opinion. This pinky finger looks kind of weird, so I'm gonna fix it right now. Nah, not like that. Jeez, not like that. Jesus Christ. May not be the best looking hand, but it's decent. Decent at most. Decent. Okay. They're not the best looking hands, but they're manageable. I want to trust the process, but remember, flesh is squishy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is what we got so far. And now we're gonna draw this part of the hands as well. I forgot to draw the fingernails on this one too. For this one, there's a big mistake here. There we go. That's what I wanted to fix. Because I'm doing something that I often like to do whenever I am drawing a pose. I like to do the pose myself to see if it's doable. If it's doable, then it's drawable. If it's not possible, then yeah, you're gonna have to experiment on that. Now this fingers right here cost me the most trouble to draw last time, if I'm being honest. Now this area right here is always gonna be a hard area to draw. This is like because right here, this area that I circled, this is usually a bone, and you have to draw it like a solid, like a solid surface sometimes. So this always has to be sharp, meaning this and that. Never this soft. One, two, like this. Like I said, we have to give her the fingernails. Look like sausage fingers. Now this area right here is not supposed to be looking like this. Like this, usually. That's the mistake that I did in this area. That was the biggest mistake. And then here, we add the other finger. That one's way too big, so there we go. And then here, we're gonna make a finger as if it's going through the hair. Because right here, This finger right here is supposed to be going in the hair. That's why I'm doing this. Alright, chat. This is how it's looking so far. So far, so good. Later on, when we're done with the with this line art, we're gonna talk about volumes next. Then we're going to do the dress. But before we do that, we need to make the table first. This is easy. I always use this I always use the straight line tool. And for this, you really do not need a you don't really need a drawing pencil for this area. All you need for this one, you can always use the cursor. But in order to avoid erasing everything and all that stuff, highly recommend make another layer. Get the curved line, do not get the straight line, because there's always going to be a moment where you're gonna have to move the line slightly just to get the feeling that you're drawing a table. See, there we go. Sometimes you want to do the same stuff with other things like weaponry and pretty much anything that has curves on it. And then, and this one is perfect. This one could use some work, but that's okay because we can always just delete those excess lines. And then these lines that are here, over here on our character, these ones you are free to erase. You don't have to worry about these ones. Keep in mind we're in the coloring process still. We're not even in the we're not in the coloring process. We're still in the line art process. And as you can see, I almost there we go. Same line thing goes for here for the dress. As you can see, there's a line here. Connect this part to the other one, and then voila, you got your line. This is in case you are the type of person that does not use how should I say, that does not use a pencil, you know, the pen that I'm using right now. You can always do this instead. Hi chat, how's you looking so far? And of course, almost forgot. Added you if for dresses, I often like to draw the cleavage. So there we go. Now we're going for hair strands. Hair strands, it's debatable. If you want to add hair strands, you can. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I like to add the hair strands in order to give volume to the hair. Over here, over here, and over here. And over here, since this is the ponytail, this is a ponytail. So I was thinking of adding like, you know, the thing that they used to for the ponytails to hold them, but no. Instead, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna turn on the ruler again. Oh shit, we're on the wrong layer. That's okay. This layer was for the table anyways, so we can always merge it with the one below. And now we can do the hair strands that I wanted to do. Basically this, but Now, this. This area we're gonna have to do, unfortunately, first, we're gonna have to draw the line here multiple times. Alright, chat. I think it's fair to say, chat, our line art is done. It's done. We're finally done with the line art. Oh, hold on. Now we're done with the line art. For real this time. So now that we're done with this, we can go to coloring next. But one thing that is bugging me, and that is these eyes right here. I don't want to have the eyes to be that, like, how should I say? I mean, I like the eyes, but I don't want them to be this separated. I don't want this area here to be separated. Let me turn on the ruler again. And now since I deleted these lines on this eye specifically. Oh wait, they were not erasing the other one. What the hell? Oh, because I used the eraser. I am such a dumbass. Alright. Let's not do that again. Alright, so if you want to erase both of these lines, like from here and here, do not use the eraser. Don't do what I did. What I do mostly is I use this thing over here. This is like an invisible paint, if you will. So technically, yeah, it does count as an eraser. I like to do this a lot. And as you can see, it is now erased on the other side. And now I am honestly contemplating if I should have how should I say, the lines on the eyes, because I really like having these types of lines on the eyes themselves. You know, Kingdom Hearts style, when they where they have like these lines all over the place on their eyes. Chat, what do you think? Should we have the lines, or you guys think we should leave the eyes as if? Have it gives it a nice little detail and attention to the eyes. Okay, we're gonna add the lines then. We have to make sure that it's the same as the pupils themselves. There we go. They look nice so far, but I feel like these could be a little thicker. There we go. All right. Low key, I'm kind of liking these eyes, but I feel like they should be curvier. Like, for example, this area right here should be. Okay, maybe not that thick. Jesus Christ. It's kind of bothering me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think I should do this with a circle instead and make another layer. Yeah, I should do that. Oh my fucking god, that's so much better. But, as you guys already know, we're gonna have to make the same layer, grab this layer, and we're gonna delete, we're gonna erase everything from this layer. Do not worry, we still have everything on the other layer. See? Nothing to worry about. The reason why we did this, it's because we have the ruler here. And now we're gonna draw the circle. Now we just have to experiment until we have a circle that we're satisfied with. No, that one's too thick. Alright, I can flip this. There we go, chat. There we go. There we go. Me just add a little bit. There we go. Merge with the layer below. Hi, chat. We are officially done. For real this time with the line art. It's done. It's finally done. So now that we are done with the line art, now we're going to my favorite part of drawing, coloring. So what I like to do for my artworks, as you guys can see, I pick the magic wand tool and I select everything outside. Once I selected everything outside, yes, this includes this areas right here. We're gonna Control Shift I for invert. And once we do that, I'm gonna grab we're gonna grab the color gray. And with the color gray, we're gonna use the paint bucket tool. We're gonna make another layer, by the way. You don't want to place all of this in your line art layer, or else it's gonna be ruined. So, oh right, we forgot the dress. We have to select the dress as well, because right now, I think something escaped on this, and let me try to do that again. So magic one, like this. Okay, I see the problem. Something doesn't seem right, and it is selecting the entire layer. I don't know why. Sometimes that may be because something escapes from the usual place. So maybe that's why. Because as you can see, if I try to do, let's say I try to do this. Oh wait, no, never mind. It must have been an error on the magic one. I don't know why the magic one is doing that though. Kind of weird. Ah, screw it. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Select this, select that. We're gonna select this, which for some ungodly reason, if I select this and if I go back, if I select this area, it doesn't select this area at all. There we go. Okay, crisis averted. That's okay. Okay, now it's selecting the other area. That is weird. And keep in mind, we're on the same layer, by the way. And there is no place that it can select. So usually I just like to select everything here. If I select one of these two areas, fuck it, we're just gonna do it like this. Control Shift I, and then we're going to use the paint bucket tool. Not on the line art. Don't do the same mistake I did. This you see here, you do not want this. Instead, you make another layer. Put the line art layer on top. Boom. Easy. You now have now have separated the artwork from the background. And then this areas right here that I completely failed to select earlier. Select them on the line art. Oh, I see why. Now I see the reason why. The ruler was turned on. Okay. That just makes my job a lot more easier than it should. So, do not do the same mistake that I did when you're selecting anything with the magic one. Turn this shit off. Turn the ruler off, or else it's gonna be reflected on the other side. So now that we're here, you're gonna go ahead with your magic wand, select all of the areas that are blank, and then you're gonna do Control Shift I to invert. The line art is gonna be on top, and then on the new layer, boom, easy. You have separated the character from the background for real this time. And if you have already a library of colors on other characters, you can always bring that library of colors into your character, into this characters if you feel like the color palette is somehow the same. Like for example, in my case, I'm gonna file open, and I am going to select I'm gonna select a finished artwork of mine. We're gonna select two characters specifically. One for the skin color, and the other one for some of the color palettes that we're looking for on the character. In case for the color palette, we already have a character that has the color green. The question is, have I already made an artwork that has green on it? The answer is yes. So what I do is I go to my previous files. In this case, I'm gonna select. I'm gonna select this one. This is an artwork that I did previously. This is the same character, by the way. But I just applied filters and all that stuff. I'm just gonna deselect this so that we have the flat colors alone. And now I'm just gonna select the color here for the skin. And something extremely important for all of you artists that you should know, please, for the love of God, name your layers. Name your damn layers. If you don't name your layers, you're gonna get lost. And then you're gonna experience something called drawing, the rage that is drawing on the wrong layer. So this grayscale that you guys got, you're gonna select the magic tool again, and you're gonna select the grayscale. And then you're gonna make another layer that says skin. And the skin that you just got from your library, boom, apply it there. It doesn't get any simpler than that. This is the skin color for our character. And keep in mind, we're not even in the full details yet. But wait a minute. Huh. I'm gonna need that green color. No problem. You can always go back to your other drawing. The eyedropper tool. Go back. Make another layer. Hair. And over here, in this area, if you want with the magic one, you can select it. Although I don't recommend it. I don't recommend you do this that I'm doing. Because it's going to leave some parts. It's going to leave some parts. And you're gonna have to draw them. You're still gonna have to color them manually. I like to do it to save time. So we're gonna do this. Select everything here. Hair. You go back to the hair layer. Do not do this with the line art layer. Titties. I don't know about you, man. I'm more of an ass man myself. But you're gonna do this. As you can see, there is still some areas that do need to be corrected. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna select all of this again with the line art. Pretty much all of these braids that I'm selecting and everything that I left. And what you're gonna do, this is something that a lot of people do not do, by the way, because if you leave it like this, it's gonna look god-awful, and it's gonna have all of these incomplete lines everywhere. No. What I do is I often go to select, expand selected area. You can't see it. You guys cannot see it, but you have to have the expanded area at the minimum of 1 or 2. I'm gonna try with 1. If I don't like it, then I'll upgrade to 2. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, but I feel it could look better. So I'm gonna try 2. And this is for the magic one, by the way. Let's see how 2 looks like. You know what? That looks better. That looks 1,000 times better. All of these areas, you can always just draw them manually. You can always paint them manually because it's no big deal. All of these areas that you missed, just paint them manually. That's literally what I do. You can always grab the smaller brushes. Pretty cool, huh? And then just paint them. That is the beauty of being an artiste. You actually get to paint sometimes. If not all the time, though. All right, chat. We got our hair. And I almost forgot one more thing. It's these parts right here. These parts are supposed to be completely empty, so I don't know why I left this. Let me delete this. Delete this. There we go. Okay, we got the hair now. What do you guys want me to draw? What do you guys want me to paint next? We got the ears, we got the earrings, we got the dress, we got the table even. So whatever you guys tell me, I will paint it immediately. Unless you guys want me to paint the eyes too. You know what? I'll choose for you guys. We're gonna draw the ears next. And luckily enough, we have the color palette to do so. I'm gonna name this ears. Remember, you're always selecting everything in your line art layer so that later on you can paint it on your other layers. Like for here, for example, boom. We got our ear color. Okay, we got the hair, we got the ears. Now we're going with the blue lines. The blue lines that she has on the face. A bright blue, but that's her color on her lines. So we're gonna call this line face lines. There we go. Now that we got that, we go to line art again. We got our blue. There are some parts that do need to be painted, and there are parts that do look I mean, they could look better. But remember, you can always go select, expand selection, 1. And now it looks a little more organized. You're still going to find these small areas where you're going to have to paint yourself, but that's okay. We got the blue lines. What else do we make? Oh yeah, the accessories, these golden accessories. Does she have any golden accessories here? No, she doesn't. So, when it comes to golden accessories, I have a lot of characters that have the golden accessories. So we're going to do that again. We're going to have to open up another file. Yet another one, I know. And I'm going to search another character of mine. At least one that has golden accessories. Any character, it doesn't matter. Because the color that I use for the accessories is literally the same, especially if it's gold. Fuck it. Okay. Altair over here has the gold that I'm looking for. It's this gold. That's a good thing about making so many characters, to the point where the character itself already has the color library that you need. That's the good thing about it. And now we make another layer, and we're gonna call this one gold. Everything that has gold, we're gonna select it. This, for example, this has gold. This has gold. Also has gold. These things have gold as well. All of these already have the color gold on them. As always, expand selected area. And there we go. We got gold. Right now, it doesn't look as shiny, but we'll get there, chat. We'll get there. And if this color is not like, it's not like golden or something like that, you can always mess with the hues and saturations. You can always, like, I don't know, you can always make the saturation lower. You can make the color brighter if you want. More saturated, like here, for example. I like this color a lot, actually. We're gonna stick with a happy medium, and we're gonna put the colors at maybe 33 on the saturation and 22 on the luminosity. Yeah, these ones look good. This gold color specifically looks really good. And now we're gonna go to the dress. And I already said that the dress itself was going to be the color red. I want to look for like a wine red, if you will. We're gonna make another layer, dress. You guys want me to add sparkles to the dress, or do you guys think that just the red dress is fine? Because sparkles is gonna take a longer time, if I'm being honest. Line art, dress. All right, I can always experiment with the reds. You know what, chat? Yeah, this red looks good. What do you think, chat? Do you guys think that this red looks good for our character? Like this tone of red? Or do you guys think I should go for something more, how should I say? something more aggressive, like this type of red, because that is eye bleeding. This red right here, yeah, this is eye bleeding. This red right here, this is all right. We can go with this. So I think I'm gonna go with this red. And like I said, I did say that the nails were also going to be the color red. So we're gonna do that. Instead of dress, we're gonna call this red. And all of the nails that we had, select all of them. Every single nail that we see, it's gonna be painted red. This specific tone of red. Okay, maybe not that one. Jesus Christ. The one that I had before. There we go. Hi, chat. We got our dress and we got our nails. What should we do next? I feel like we should do the... I feel like there's still more to draw. We can make the eyes, actually. Yeah, I feel like we should draw the eyes. Funnily enough, we also have the colors for her eyes. It's this, like, this apple green that we have. And here we're gonna make yet another layer. Who would have thought? Oh my god, Carrizo, that's so many layers. Yeah, I like my layers. What can you expect? All right, so line art. I'm gonna select all of this. Span selected area once more to 1. This is good. Boom. We got our bright eyes. We got our bright green eyes. But I don't think these bright green eyes are enough, in my opinion. So we're going to go and make another layer, and we're going to call these eyes 2. And we're going to select yellow of all colors. You're about to see why. Because with eyes 2, what I'm going to do is that I am going to go to layer settings, and I'm going to clip to the layer below. What this allows me to do is that I can make stuff like this, for example. I don't know if you guys can notice it, but what I did is I selected this yellow, and I did this. I feel like I should have selected a darker yellow now that I think about it, because this is a very bright yellow. Yeah, I should have. Oh god, never mind. That looks like mustard. Yeah, I'll take the bright eye bleeding canary yellow. But I really want the green to be accentuated more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this part of the yellow way below on the eyes. The reason why I wanted to clip the layers to the eyes is because if I unclip the layer right here, let me go to layer settings again. If I don't have the clip layer, it looks like that. Ooh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna go back to the layer settings. We're gonna clip the layers so that we get these, so that we get this nice yellowish color on the eyes. And now we want a bright, like we want a darker one on the upper part of the eyes as well. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna make yet another layer that says eyes 3. And unfortunately, we cannot clip it to this one. As you guys can see, we can't clip it to that one. So we're gonna grab the same eye color that we just had for the eyes, and we're gonna find a darker tone. This is why the color wheel is important. Now we can go ahead and select a color that is darker. And you don't want to do this that I'm doing. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the eyes earlier, like the color eyes. And we're gonna grab Ice 3. And we're gonna paint manually. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that green. Maybe not. Maybe the dark green is not good. So I won't have to go for another type of green. Okay, that looks good. That looks really good. But what if we make it the circle again? Let me go ahead and do that. Could look better if I'm being honest. Because I don't want to have these 3 colors on the eyes themselves. That's the thing. What we can do, hold on, chat. Let me cook. Deselect this. And with a little bit of skill, I'm gonna do this. Or maybe always do this. We're experimenting with colors at this point, so yeah, this is always the hardest process of the eyes themselves. Just experimenting with the colors already. But if I'm being honest, I don't really need to do all this shit. I think, yeah, I think this color is okay for the eyes, if I'm being honest. We don't need to add any more to it. We'll work on the eyes later. I'll guarantee that. However, for Ice 3, we're not gonna have Ice 3, unfortunately. But we're gonna have a layer below that, or it's gonna be called eye whites. For eye white, always choose your white color. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint the outside of the eyes. Basically this area right here. And what I like to do is I like to paint it manually so that you guys can see. There's easier ways to do this, I'm sure, but I like to paint these manually most of the time. Sometimes I'm gonna have to thin the brush itself. And this line that I have, you don't have to worry about the eye bleeding on the color because this is its very own layer and the layer is behind it. So there's really nothing to worry about. Okay, we got that. And now we go back to the brush that I had. Cat, look at that! We gave her eyes! Yay! That looks hella cute! I feel like we should add eyelashes, if I'm being honest. Let's go back to the red because I'm already seeing some mistakes here and there. For example, the red here, the dress here, and the nails are the biggest ones. We're gonna do that. We're gonna select the nails. Select expand area 1. There we go. All right, chat. We got the eyes. We got the eyes. We got pretty much almost everything done. Like literally almost everything. All we have to do now is just select a color for the accessory, for the earring over here for the gem, and put some lipstick. But for the eyelashes, yeah, I think I should add some eyelashes to her. Something cute. Go back to this layer right here. Okay, low key, I kind of like the lashes, but I feel like they should be higher. There we go. Maybe just one more. Okay, maybe not too many. Jesus Christ. Okay, chat. What do you guys think about these lashes? Do you think they look good on her? You think she looks cute? Like these ones right here. I like these eyelashes a lot. I think they look cute. You can always add more, like over here, if you want to add more lashes to it. But I don't think it's necessary to add these lashes here. These ones are all right. These ones are perfectly fine. And now that we got the lashes, I chat. I cannot make polls because I'm not affiliate, but I want to know, for the earrings over here, what colors do you guys recommend we should have? Like, what color do you guys think the gem from the earrings should be? I'll let you guys decide on this one. Low key, I don't know why. I feel like it should be like a bluish color. Let me see if no, she doesn't have any earrings, unfortunately. We have to find a character that has that bluish color that I'm looking for. It's not this blue, that I know. And it's not one of these colors either. So we're gonna have to open yet another file to search the color that I'm looking for. That specific color. I remember back in the day when I did an artwork of the same character. It was not that good. So yeah, prepare to cringe. This was my old artwork. A very old artwork of mine. Not very good. I know there's a lot of mistakes here and there that I could have fixed. But we're not here for that. What we're here for, we're here to pick up this color specifically. Now we can close this one. Because now I call this one not earrings because we already have it in gold. We're gonna call this gem. Every type of precious stone, everywhere, like in accessories and everything, I always say gem. If it has more colors, then it's gem 1, gem 2, gem 3, etc. Span, gem. There we go, chat. We gave her some earrings. Sorry about that, chat. Now we're gonna give her some lipstick. And for the lipstick, usually I like to go for a red color. That's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna use we're gonna use this airbrush tool. Although we should not use the airbrush tool that much, is what I would have said. Because what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna draw it with a line. We're gonna draw the lipstick with a line to know where the lipstick is gonna go. We want our character to have thick lips. Now that we got this, we can see if it looks good or not. Okay. These are juicy lips. We're fine with this. Then I make all of the lines here. You're about to see what I'm going to do with the lip. So now that we have the juicy lips, we're not going to have these lips. Not at all. What we're going to do is we're going to go to filter and we're going to go to blur, Gaussian blur. So you guys can see that the lips themselves can look like this. You got them push lips. So that it gives a more softer, how should I say, a more softer texture to it. See how the lips look? How the lips look? And since they got like the softer texture, we're gonna go to the DJ, I didn't tell you to stop. There we go. So now we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to below the lipstick on the layers. And we're gonna make another layer. We're gonna call it's not below the lipstick because then it's not gonna be seen at all. So we're gonna make another layer and it's gonna be called lip shine. You can make the lip shine however you want. Always select the color white. You can always do a line like I do, like this, for example. Be like this, because you want the lipstick to be visible. You know. You can always do lines like these for the lipstick. Or if you're daring enough, you can always do a line, right? Like do a line like this. Not like that, Jesus Christ. You can always do these types of lines. It doesn't matter where. And then with these tools, you know, with the smudge tool and all that, the blend tool, or the fingertip tool, you can always like do this to see what you need for the lipstick. I don't like using this strat a lot. A lot of people like to use it. I personally don't like to use it. But that's personal preference. There's also the blender one. There's also the wet blender. I don't like to use that one either. The ones that people often use are the blend tool, the blur tool, and the fingertip tool. I don't like to use these tools too much, by the way. I just like, when it comes to lipstick, I usually like to just draw one huge line to it and call it a day. Or another one. That's usually what I do for lipstick. Or you can always make a circle instead. But yeah, I always like to do these type of lines on lipsticks. Especially this ones. Look at that. Look at that, chat. What do you think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, chat? Actually, let's do that on the other side. Yeah, I like this side the most. And then on the other side, we can always do a smaller one. Or on the top here. No, I don't like the top one either. All right, well, a thick one on one side and a thin one on the other. All right, chat. We made our juicy lips. Look at that. That looks cute. That looks hella cute. And now comes the table. What color do we want this table to be? Well, we already have the color here. And this is recycled pretty much. I think I used a texture for the table, didn't I? I think I did, yeah. Yeah, I actually did use a texture for the table, but I don't remember which one was it. Unless, wait a second. No, that's not the one. I'm looking at the layers right now. Oh, now I see, I think. Oh, that's not it either. Oh no, chat. I don't remember which one was the layer for the table. I know this is the shadows. I already know. Oh, it's in folder 2. I am a dumbass. I can always copy this table. This texture that I had for the table. And there's another layer, so we don't have to worry about that. That's a good thing about recycling artwork, that you can always just pretty much do this all this time. So right now, I'm just gonna stretch this, but we're gonna do free transform. Or put this here. And we're gonna do exactly how it's shown here. Pair this with this. That was a little off. There we go. And then this layer is gonna go all the way to the bottom. And this area right here, you're gonna go to the line art. You're gonna select the table with the magic one on line art. Remember, it's always on line art. Skin layer, delete that. Grayscale layer, delete that. Look at that, chat. But wait a minute. I don't like this color for the table. What if I want something darker? No problem. Tonal correction is there to help you. You can make the table, you can make the table another color. You can make it orange. You can make it yellow. You can make it green. You can make it blue. However you want. It doesn't matter. I just want a darker looking table. Ah, that's perfect. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, it's way better. How about the saturation? No, I don't like that. I don't like this earthy tone to the table itself. Yeah, its earthy tone is actually good. All right, chat. We got our table. Although it's a little bit off there. There we go. All right, chat. We got all the colors. We got everything. What do you guys suggest we do now? You guys think we should start shading everything? Or do you guys think we should add more details? Because I would love to add more details to this. What I like to do now is I'm going to go over the shading. For the shading. But here's the thing. Mostly when it comes to shading, I like to make my background first and then I'll make everything else. So I'm going to make a folder here all the way to the top. Place it here. And then all of this that we just have in this folder, dunk it in there. Now you have everything organized in one folder. Always save your file. Every single time, always save your file. Save as, personal, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can name it whatever you want. When 2024. 2025. There we go. If you're in the other side of the table, what type of card game will end this character will play or do any other activities? Well, here's the thing. Right now, this is not a card game. Right now, what we're seeing here, this is technically going on a date with said character. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something that us graphic designers can do, even though people shouldn't do this, but we're gonna do something diabolical here, something that is frowned upon. We're gonna go to Google Images, and we're gonna select something. What time of day shall we do for our character here? Do you guys prefer day, sunset, or nighttime? What environment do you guys suggest we should have? Depending on what you guys choose, what the background is gonna be. Nighttime, okay, or nighttime it is then. We're gonna select a background that has nothing but night, nothing but a night sky on it. Because what we're gonna do next is gonna be cool. So we're gonna do something that is done in graphic designing a lot. It is when people grab a picture and they literally just start mixing all of this and they just They literally, how should I say? They make an artwork with that. So what we're gonna do now, right now, we're gonna get another folder, and we're gonna put it on the bottom of this. We're gonna call this folder background. Now in this folder, open up a layer. This is the background that we got. Keep in mind, this background that we got is only going to be used for the sky alone. We're not gonna select this for the whole artwork because we still need to include other stuff in the background. So we're gonna have this background here. Retransform. That does not look good. Never mind. We're gonna need a bigger background, but that's okay. We can still use this one. Because what we want is just the clouds and everything. Now we just have to find some palm trees. I'm seeing a lot of palm trees over here that I like. I'm seeing a lot of palm tree JPEGs that I like a lot. That can be used for our background. Because that's the thing. Graphic designers usually search for pictures online and they use it on their backgrounds in order to manipulate the scene, you know. They stretch the things and they always stretch everything and pretty much just do an artwork with set things. Or if you're an absolute mad lad, you know, you can always draw them manually. But for the sake of you guys, I'm just right now doing everything by on the go, if you will. So now I'm just gonna go ahead here, open the image that we just got, which are these palm trees. Oh, would you look at that? It has the how should I say? It has the, what's the word I'm looking for? It has the watermark. We can't use that. That's okay. We'll just keep looking for another one. If you see something that has a watermark on it, don't even dare use that because you're gonna get in trouble. If it doesn't have a watermark, you should be fine. Most of the time. Do you want to play the new Monster Hunter World game? I am gonna try to play it on Friday. Not on Friday, my bad. I'm gonna try to play it on Monday, assuming my PC has the sufficient specs to even play the damn thing. Because I heard from a lot of people that they're having issues with the specs and stuff. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try everything in my power so I can stream that game for you guys. But I would love to play that. I would love to stream that game for a lot of you because I personally, but off stream. I mean, I was thinking of playing it off stream on my PS5, but then again, I was like, you know, it's something I can stream as well. So might as well just stream it as well, you know? I'm gonna do something completely diabolical here. Just gonna grab this. There's a white background here. I'm gonna have these flowers. Not these flowers here, but these palm tree looking things. As you can see, these things right here. Let me move the character folder to the bottom so that you guys can see what we're dealing with. So this is what a lot of graphic designers usually like to do when it comes to this type of stuff. Usually they like to grab pictures like this and because what I'm gonna do here is I'm not just gonna grab the picture that I just got. Remember, whatever you do, do not get one with watermark unless you're some sort of masochist and you want to get in trouble for that. Otherwise, don't do it. But this is what a lot of graphic designers do. Even though a lot of people are like, ooh, no real artist would do this. Well, your favorite artists do this all the time, so when you least expect it. Haha. Anyways, layer. We're gonna go to layer again and expand the selected area to 1. Delete all of the background from the art itself, from the artwork itself. Because you guys are gonna see what we're about to do with this artwork. We're gonna add some effects and everything. That moment when you literally learn graphic design and you also learn art at the same time. Your power is endless, pretty much. You can do whatever the hell you want. Pretty much. There we go. We delete those. We still got a bit of white, but that's okay. I don't like this plant right here. I think it's obstructing a lot. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab the lasso tool, this plant right here. And we're gonna grab this, transform, flip it over. I'll place it up here. Wait, no, not up there, because then it's gonna be a hell to erase. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna minimize it a little bit. The one over here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Because it has to be on the top of it. That's the problem. We'll work on it later. But for now, we gotta erase all of this white part. All of this that you see here. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing this, if I'm being honest. And as you guys can see, there are some rough spots all over the place. That's okay. We're gonna grab the eraser and we're gonna get the soft eraser, not the hard eraser, because you don't want to erase the whole image. And the reason why I'm doing this in the first place is because we're gonna grab the whole image itself, and we're also gonna use Gaussian blur on it. That's the reason as to why I did this in the first place, or else I would not do this at all. So right now, it doesn't matter what I erase here. What I'm doing is erasing these parts over here. These white parts over here. Okay, that's part of the background. That doesn't have to be erased. Okay, see how the white parts are now almost non-visible? Now that we have that, we're gonna grab this plant that we had earlier with the lasso tool. And I already have an idea of what I want to do with this thing. I'll place it up here. Look at that! It's a background! And now that we have this background here, we can always increase its sizing. I want this to be big. Big plants. Big plants. That's what I want. Okay, we got that. Background on the bottom, like always. Oh shit, I did something I shouldn't have done. Should be out of background. There we go. And now with these plants, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create another copy of it. Control, flip horizontal. You have another one. That, oh, look at that. I have more plants. Now I'm gonna go ahead with the move tool. I'm gonna move these other plants, these other palm trees to the other side. Looking good. Thanks. Okay, so we got these plants right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to merge these. First of all, let me move this a little bit to the left, but the audience can tell that it's literally plants. It's literally palm trees. Deoza, welcome to the chat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to merge these two, filter, and we're going to do my favorite thing, which is Gaussian blur. Look at that. And now we have Gaussian blur palm trees on the background. We still need to figure out what we're going to do on the floor itself. At least we know that the sky itself is gonna be night sky. But I feel like we're gonna need another background because that background is not gonna work at all. Not at all. We're gonna need a background that just screams the word night sky. That's what we're doing pretty much. We're grabbing a lot of assets from Google Images, sometimes Pinterest. You can choose whatever you want and grab an image, and if it strikes your fancy, you use it. Just as long as it is not copyrighted. If it's copyrighted, you're fucked. Do not do that. Like, for example, this one right here, this one, yeah, we're not gonna need this one. This one that I got. Okay, this one has a better night sky, if I'm being honest. We're gonna use this one. Oh, wait, it doesn't have that many stars? Oh, there's no problem because we can always add stars later on. With the airbrush tool, there's an area called spray. Select the color white and make the brush as big as possible. And then throw these all over the place. Don't get too exaggerated with it because then you'll get something like that. You know, just carefully go all over the area and add this. There you go. You got a night sky. Now we got a night sky. But I'm still not satisfied. I kind of want something in the background, you know? I kind of want maybe like a restaurant on the background. Yeah, something like that. Or maybe like a building. It doesn't have to be on a restaurant necessarily. It could be like a hut, like a little hut. You know, where like in a beach or something like that. That's literally what we're doing. We're just taking a bunch of stuff and we're turning it into an artwork. Graphic designers do this all the time, so it's okay. Ah, we found the perfect hut. There we go. And it doesn't seem to have like a it doesn't seem to have a watermark either, so we can pretty much use this. So we got that, we got the night sky, and now we got this hut right here. As you can see, there is the color black on the artwork. We can always just grab this tool. Boom, delete. There we go. We have our hut now. Even though it's literally on the background. Here's the thing. With huts like these, this artwork right here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna select all of it. And then this is my favorite thing to do when it comes to artworks, and it's gradients. Never be afraid to use gradients. Always use them. It looks like this now, but if you apply something like a multiply, or for example, an overlay, see how it looks now? Now it doesn't look as bad. And it looks like a hut during the night sky. Now this ocean right here, it's bothering me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So for the ocean, we're just gonna grab something. We're gonna grab some ocean. An ocean line, if you will. Yeah, we're gonna replace those ones with actual water. You know, the water that you see from afar, something like that. Okay. Ocean PNG. Okay, this one's perfect. Wait, that's even better. That one's even better. Okay, copy that. Grab that. Magic tool, delete this area. And we have our PNG ocean, which we can do this. But we're gonna need to blur this out a little bit because we need to erase parts of it. You want this to be soft as well. We got the ocean now, guys. We got the ocean in the background. I'm still in need of a night sky. I'm not convinced by this one still. It looks good, but I'm still not convinced. Oh, this one could look good. Hold on, let me cook. Okay, I'm liking. Oh my god. Okay, you know what, chat? I like this one a lot. Oh hell yeah, this one looks better. 10 times better. And we're not done yet. Keep in mind, there's one more thing that I want to add to this, and I'm gonna add torches. You know those tiki torches that you guys always see everywhere? Yeah, I want to add those. I want to add those types of torches. Yeah, I can see the torches that we can add. Or if you're lazy like me, you can always grab the artwork and you just, you know, Gaussian blur the hell out of it. Like I'm gonna do with this house right now. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. You can see the house is blurred now. Not too much of a blur because then it's not gonna be visible. See? You want to try to experiment with the blurs a bit. Not too much, because then it's going to look like Garbo. Maybe just a little bit. That looks good. That looks really good. Maybe just a little less. I'm gonna decrease this to 25 Gaussian blur. Okay, that does not look bad for a background. And we're still missing the tiki torches. So for our tiki torches, we're gonna grab something in the background. That one looks too basic. Now we're looking for the tiki torches so we can just place them in the background. This is something that you see in the beach a lot. So yeah. It's mandatory to have these things. Okay, I found a tiki torch. I have to do a little bit of voodoo magic and you know the rest. Grab this, delete that. Grab the item. There it is. I found the tiki torch already. And the hut has to be literally with the house. Or else that's gonna happen. So for our tiki torch, we're gonna put this in the background. Not all the way not back there, Jesus Christ. Where is the ocean? Oh, it's because the ocean's over it. I see. So this has to be above. There we go. So it's gonna be here. But I'm not satisfied, you know? I'm not satisfied with just this. I'm gonna have this here. Make a copy of it. Place it on the other side. And this flame right now, this flame is trash. What we're gonna do is we're gonna find some fire. And we're gonna place it here. We need to find like a good looking flame, you know? We need to find a powerful flame that we can place on the background. That one's not that bad. So we need realistic fire. That's what we're looking for. Okay, there are some fire that I can see here that is good, but I'm not sure it's gonna work for what we... Oh my god, never mind. I found the perfect one. Hell yeah. And for this one, I cannot copy this one. I'm gonna have to save it instead. Because this one is just way too good to pass out. So we're gonna go and we're gonna open again. This is the fire that we're gonna be using. As you can see, there's the fire here, but it doesn't seem to fit the tiki torch. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use transform, retransform, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna fit the flame on the tiki torch itself. There we go, chat. We got the flame now, and we're gonna copy and paste that exact flame over here. So we got our tiki torches with the flame now. And now that we got that, we can copy that exact flame if we want. In order to make the flame bigger. Look at that, chat. All right, chat. We got our torches. Bada bing, bada boom. We got our torches. And now that we got this, we're gonna put not one, but we're gonna put 2 layers on these torches. All of these, you don't want to merge them yet. Because for the torches over here, I'm gonna merge both of them. Both of these torches merge with layer below. And now I'm gonna select all the background. Oop. Make another layer. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do another one of these. Also, multiply. And if you don't like multiply, you can always go overlay. Overlay is the best one that works, but right now that doesn't seem to be the case. So now I'm going to do yet another one of these ones. This is another layer. I'm not gonna make a. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, this one looks better as a multiply. And then I can always just adjust the. I can always just adjust this. And now on the other layer, which is gonna be titled Fire Light, we're gonna grab exactly one of these colors. It doesn't matter which. I like this, or no, that's the cream color. I want something like an orange. Yeah, like a bright orange is what I'm looking for. There we go. Something like that, like a bright orange. And since this is a multiply, what I'm gonna do is the following. I'm gonna grab my brush layer. I'm gonna grab my brush. Not do that what I'm doing, because we're gonna put it on multiply. If not multiply, then we're gonna do it on overlay, which is what I like to use a lot. And because it has yet another layer on it, we're gonna grab the eraser. We're gonna erase that. See how bright it looks now? And then that excess that we drew with the orange, we can delete it. We can always, like, there we go. And it doesn't matter if it looks bad right now, because remember, we're still gonna Gaussian blur the hell out of it anyways. So now that we have that, now all of these fires and all of this, we're gonna grab all of these. And, well, the fires, first of all, we're gonna merge them. Merge all of the single fire. And all of these ones that say fire light, you want to have them But as for the pulse here, this is what I'm gonna use the Gaussian blur on. It's always the items that are always getting Gaussian blurred. Every single time. I'm gonna make it the same as the house, actually. And same goes for the fire. The fire is also getting Gaussian blurred. See how the background right now looks? And now with these sticky poles, since they are extremely far away from one another, I can always just, oh wait, I merged the layers. Oh shit, what am I going to do? Well, that's where this comes to mind. I'm gonna grab the fires, the firelight, and the poles themselves. I'm gonna grab one of them here. Literally make it bigger. Maybe I want to make one of them bigger or far away. There we go. That one doesn't look that bad. And then the other one, I can always do the same thing. Yeah, now that I think about it, that one doesn't look that bad. And there we go. We now have our background. Our Gaussian blurred backgrounds. So far, it's not looking bad. And now, for the house here, I'm gonna delete some. Actually, no, because this orange part here looks good on the with the flames and all that. So now we're gonna go back to the character. We're almost done, by the way. So what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna go above the line art. I'm gonna go call this layer shadows. What we do here is we're gonna select the entirety of the character once more. Turn the ruler off if you have it. Control Shift I. For shadows, I often like to have a gray layer, but you're about to see why. It looks like that, but if you click multiply, there we go. It gives it like that feeling that you're at night, you know? And then you can always grab the opacity, and you can check on the ratio on how you want this to be, etc. And now that we got the shadow layer, you can always select this, and we're gonna do the exact same shit that I did earlier. We're gonna apply a gradient, or maybe not. There's no need to apply gradients here. Reason being, because right now we're gonna grab our soft eraser, and we're gonna erase some parts here, like these ones, for example. So that you can see that the fire is reflecting on her. We're also gonna delete this. We're also gonna erase these parts here, and also the eyes. I want the eyes to look. I want these eyes to be visible, very fucking visible. I'm gonna make these eyes as bright as humanly possible. All right, we got the eyes. We got the eyes, chat. But I feel like we could do more with the eyes, so we're gonna do that. So for the eyes, I'm gonna add something in the line art called eye shine. So that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Eye shine. What I often like to do here is this. All right, guys, we got the eye shine, but again, I feel like we're gonna add more to the eyes. So let me check my brushes. I think I had a sparkle brush around here. Maybe. No, those are glitch brushes. Those are glass shards. I think it's this. I think it may be this one. That's water, so that's not the one. Those are fireworks. I'm looking for a brush specifically. I know I had a brush. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's this one. It's right here. It's this one. Yeah, this is the brush. Because it's on the shadow layer. That's the reason why you can't see it well. Because it's supposed to be like a lot of shines and stuff. That is. Oh yeah, that's another thing that you guys should do. Whatever you guys should do, remember, always save your progress, or else you're gonna regret it. Hexagonal ribbons, nah. Yeah, it's the starry glitter. The starry glitter is the one we're looking for so far. So eyeshadow, we're gonna have to put this above shadows. And I kind of want like how about a red color? That's too big. Okay, this is not gonna work for what I want. But there is one thing we can do. And that is to turn this. I want to have this green color so that I can do this. Okay, that's a shape I want. Is it over on the soundtrack? Okay, no, never mind. DJ just decided to stop the music for some reason. Sometimes when a brush doesn't work, I often like to do this, where I like to grab one part of the brush and literally just do this right here. Like this little diamond shape over here. I want my character to have this. This little diamond shape over here. Control paste. Have that on the other side. This little diamond here. Merge layers. Edit, tonal correction. I want this to be bright as shit. but I want them to be saturated. Oh, I can change the colors too. Oh, a blue doesn't look bad. Yeah, I like the blue on the diamonds. Although pink doesn't look bad either. So now I'm gonna go back here and try even more stuff. That being said, this brush is a little janky, so yeah. Okay, I like that part. I don't know about you guys, but I want this one. I kind of want I kind of want the stars too. Grab this one right here. Edit tonal correction. I can't do that, unfortunately. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I can delete this one that I just drew. And I have it separately. And I can always tonal correction. I want this one to be red. Now that I think about it, I think no, we already have pink. Yeah, a blue would look nice. So I'm gonna do that. And this little star, I want the star to be in the the eyes as well. Oh shit, I was selecting the wrong layer. There's so much stuff on her eyes. Oh my god. You know, an eye shine here. Grab the star and delete it. Guess we already have that. And now we're gonna paint this yellow. Nah, not yellow. Oh, red. Oh, magenta doesn't look bad. Yeah. Magenta. And now we add the eye shine. For real this time. I'm just gonna do this. Hi, chat. What do you guys think on the eyes? Do you think that's enough glitter, or do you think? Okay, chat. I have a question. Do you guys think that she looks better without her eyes like this, or do you guys prefer that she has all of this detail in the eyes? Now I'm starting to regret my decision on the eyes. I'm not that good at drawing all these details on eyes if I'm thinking about it. But anyways, we're almost done, by the way. Not sure. Yeah, you know what? I'm not feeling it either. Because up close it looks good, but far away people are gonna be like, wait, what is that? Why are her eyes like that? And when they zoom in, is there where they're gonna be like, oh, that looks cool. But I don't know. I feel like all of this shit is completely unnecessary. So I think yeah, I don't think it's that worth it. If I'm being honest, yeah, I'm deleting all that. I think I'm fine with just this. If I'm being to be honest. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think her eyes look better like this, if I'm being honest. And now for this areas right here, so what we're gonna do. On top of the shadow area, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna make another layer, and we're gonna call this not multiply. Yeah, you know what? Overlay. We're gonna grab that same exact orange that we had earlier. By the way, I hate the color orange for those of you who are curious. I really don't like the color orange. I think it's a bad color. But here's what we're gonna do with the color orange. We're gonna go ahead, line art. We're gonna grab the brush again. See how it goes? See how it happens when it's literally reflected on fire? Let me go back here because I forgot to select some areas. Okay, line art. Like these empty areas. Except for these ones. Well, actually, yeah, I gotta select those ones too, but Control Shift I, and now we do that. Chat, what do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? That looks really good. I want to erase some parts here. Oh wait, no, that's the fire layer. Ah, that looks good. Anyway, on the shadow layer, I kind of want to delete some parts here so that we look at the character. There we go. There we go. And now that we have this area, there's one more thing to do, and that's to apply the last remaining details. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to go above the shadow area. And we're gonna call this area where it's gonna be a multiply, and we're gonna call this area shading. On the shading area, what we do mostly is usually I like to take the gray color, but mostly I'm like, you know what? If I'm putting a lot of effort into it, I rather just pick up the color and then just work from there. Like for example, in the case of her skin color, I use her skin color and I prefer to do the details from there. For example, let me show you guys what I mean. Our brush is way too small. This is the reason why I like to use this is the reason why I like to use gray a lot, because it makes sense at least. There are times when you need to adjust the color itself for it to be darker, but I like to use gray for most of this. Even though it doesn't look that good because it's still gray at the end of the day. Or you can always choose the same skin color and experiment. Just go with like maybe like a few steps on the color spectrum, and that kind of looks like a shading. But I like to go a little lower. That like that one, that right there. That's cool. I like this. And now we shade. Yeah, now we shade. So yeah, we're pretty much shading now. We're almost done. There's one more thing I forgot to do, by the way. And that is to go on line art and erase these little parts right here. Sometimes a few parts like these can escape, so that's okay. That happens a lot. There we go. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna have to use the line one. They look a little messy, so I'm gonna have to erase these ones. We're almost done, chat. We're literally almost done. On the multiply here, I'm gonna have also to make a Gaussian blur on it. There we go. Okay, right below the character, we're gonna do something cool. Another layer, and this time we're gonna have to use the color black. There we go, chat. Gotta add the shadows. The night sky should also have the Gaussian blur filter. There we go. And of course, since we are still adding details to the character, I'm gonna select the red that she has. for the red here. Oh, wait. We're already on the red layer. We have to go to the shading layer. That's right. We're trying to make the shadows here for the chest. Boricua 620, welcome. We're almost done with the artwork, by the way. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh God. Oh right, because I have to shade the entire thing. That's right. That's right. I have to shade the entire thing. Alright, see if this works. That almost worked. Keyword and almost. Alright, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay, so this over here. So yeah, we're almost done with the artwork, by the way. Literally almost done. I feel like I should have done something with the line art here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I should have, now that I think about it. That doesn't matter. I can fix this immediately. Where's the line art? Yeah, there it is. Because I was like, wait a minute, something looks weird. And then I remembered, oh, that's right. Now this area. Where's the line art? There it is. Okay, shading. No, it's not shading. This area right here, red. There we go. That's what was looking wonky about the artwork. Okay. That's what was looking wonky about the artwork earlier. Okay, I have to adjust the. There we go. And now that we're done here, we're gonna continue the shading. Although on the shadow area, 65. Yeah, that looks good. Now it doesn't look bad. I was like, wait a second, something looks wrong here, but it was just this one tiny area that I forgot to edit earlier before we even started. Oh, you know what? The dress should have sparkles on it. I don't know. I don't think it should. Because if I do this, then it's not gonna look that good. That's the problem. Yeah, and that happens. Okay, literally almost there. What if I make this part of the artwork as well the same color? If I make this. No, no, that doesn't fix it at all. Oh, that's right. The line that goes here too. I almost forgot about that. Chat, we're almost done. We're literally almost done. Just a few minor fixes, and we're officially done. Looks good. Thanks. A bit of Gaussian blur here on the house. And then oh, it's both the grayscale and the skin layer that have this issue. This right here. Ah, that's all right. I can nothing I can't fix. This is something that's gonna happen to you guys a lot, by the way. Whenever you have whenever you have skin layers or anything, you're always gonna find these lines everywhere you go. So yeah, you guys will get used to it. But what I do is I always erase them. I remove the grayscale, of course. See, there we go. I gotta keep those ones. I feel like the shadow layer should be a bit darker. That's just me. Yeah, definitely. Oh, hell yeah, definitely. That looks so good. And then for the line art. Where is the... Oh, there it is. Alright, there we go. And there's only one more thing we have to do as well. Wait a second. Did not... Oh yeah, I did. Oh no! Chat, I'm out of songs. I'll have to replay the whole shit all over again. There we go. Chat, chat, what do you think? I told you guys that the gold was gonna look good. I told you guys how the gold is looking. And now, we're almost done, by the way. We're still missing the hair. This part looks a little muddy, but that's okay. We can always fix it. There we go. And the last part that we have to work with now is the hair. And then we're officially done. I may not be as good as other artists, but I'm doing my best. My style is mostly towards animation than anything. I chat. We're so close to finishing. Hair is almost done, and then we're good. Hi, chat. What do you think? What do you think, chat? With this, we are officially done. And we have remade an entire artwork. We have literally made. Let me get the artwork for you guys. I'm gonna put the artwork all the way here in the top so that you guys can see. We turned, well, whenever this decides to, okay, I guess. We have turned this to this. So now there's only one thing left to do. We're gonna save this beautiful, beautiful artwork. Remember, always save your files. Because you don't want your files to be corrupted, or else you're gonna regret it. Alright, we're gonna save this. And with that, chat, we are officially done with our artwork. And I am officially done with that challenge that I had on December. I turned, how do you save artwork using a book? What do you mean, how do you save an artwork using a book? It's stored in your book. But anyways, we turned the artwork from traditional to digital. And this was the result. And that would be the end of tonight's stream. It was a bit of a short stream, I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty short stream. But hey, before I go, I want you guys to appreciate this artwork. This piece of art right here. Oh, wait, before I forget, I almost forgot one thing for the artwork itself. I almost forgot one more thing, and it has to do with the shading layer. This is extremely fucking important. Okay, now we're officially done. For real this time. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and save it again and do all this shit from the beginning. I literally almost forgot to place the eyeshadows. So yeah, this is the artwork in question. This is the artwork that I did for you guys. This is the artwork. It's done. It's finally done. I chat. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate this artwork? Made by yours truly. Because if this was an art print, I would buy an art print of this, if I'm being honest. And before I forget, there's one more thing that I have to do. My signature. My signature for the signed version. 8 out of 10, but it's getting a close 9 out of 10. Oh, that's pretty generous, actually. I'll take those. I'll take that. Now I go ahead, save as, and I will save the signed version. There we go, chat. Now we're done. For real this time. I'm gonna share this artwork on Twitter, and I'm gonna share it as well. I don't think Instagram is gonna accept it because Instagram has to be 1080. So I'm gonna be sharing it on Twitter and on Blue Sky for you guys, for all of you guys that wanna see this artwork and like it. But yeah, this was the artwork. This is you guys saw the whole process. You guys know how I do my artworks now. You guys saw a little behind the scenes of how I make my art. How this artiste makes art. It's beautiful. I mean, of course, I am the one who drew the artwork, both traditional and digital, so but anyways, this is all the time we had for today. And you guys can see and you can appreciate the art that we did today. So without further ado, wish we could keep talking or do something in the background. But unfortunately, this is the end of the stream. But at the very least, you guys can appreciate this fine piece of art. And I will send you guys to a good friend of mine so that you guys can check out her Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay. So give her some love. Say hi to her from my part. So yeah. Assuming she can allow raids. Yes, she can. Perfect. Alright, chat. Here's the plan. We're gonna raid a fellow content creator. And once we get there, you guys already know that I mean, there are a lot of content creators I would love to raid. One of them being Iron Mouse, of course, or Lee and Lai. But unfortunately, their settings do not allow me to raid them. So we're gonna have to raid my good friend. Her name is Pioint. She's a really good artist. And right now she is playing, like I said, she's playing Monster Hunter Wild. So alright. I'm gonna leave you guys here. Do show her some support. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye!